Hi, today we're going to talk about demolition contracts and we're going to understand how we can create PDF files on automation right inside a Notion database from a Notion form. As you can see, this is a demolition contract form wherein once a user fills in all the details in this particular form and they click on submit, the responses will go to the responses side of the database that we have over here. So I have already created two dummy submissions out of the particular form inside the database. And now I'm looking to create PDFs on automation out of these particular responses. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This will help me create PDF files on automation from Google Document with the help of a Notion database. So I already have this database available on my workspace. I need to connect the database with the document, which will be a template file that can help me create the PDFs. You can create anything such as reports, any invoices, contracts, certificates, or even quotations directly from a Notion database with the help of this automation. Let's click on create PDF and let us continue with an account, and then we will understand how the automation will work. So I will quickly sign in, and once I am logged in, you will be able to see that I need to first add a Notion database. So this is the database which I'm using, which I need to add to begin the automation setup. After that, I need to connect the database with a document. So I need to create a document editable, which can be connected with the database. And finally, I need to map all the fields of the Notion database onto the document one by one, which can then be created on an automation to generate the PDFs. So let me click on add Notion database and let me copy this particular database title that we have. So once we have the database title, then we can add the database onto the particular workspace. So let me click on select pages and let me put the database title inside this search pages field. This will allow us to search for the database from this list, and let me select the demolition contract form. And finally, we will be able to see the demolition contract form has been added up over here. Whenever you're adding a form, always, or any database, always enter the title inside the search pages and then add it. Do not select the same from the top level pages that you see over here, because if you do that, the database that will be added may not be added correctly and your experience will not be smooth. So always enter the database title inside the search pages to add it. Alongside this, if your database is connected with other databases through relation properties, so let's say my demolition contract form is connected with database A or database B through relation properties, I also need to add database A and database B over here so that the PDF file that will be created will have all the relation and roller values intact. Otherwise, it will not generate the PDF file with the relation and roller values and you will miss that. Okay. So make sure you are connecting all the databases that are used over here inside the search pages and adding the same. Let's click on allow access, and now I will get access to the demolition contract form, which I can use for the remaining automation steps. So you will be able to see the database populate over here. If it is not yet visible, simply click on reload databases, or you can even try to refresh the page once or twice and the particular form will appear. It takes a while sometimes to load the database, so if it is not visible over here, do not worry. Simply try reloading once or twice and then it will surely appear. You can see the demolition contract form is visible over here. Click on this, and now all the properties of the demolition contract form will be visible over here, one below the other, inside this mapping section. So every property that you have inside the database is already shown over here. The next step is we need to add a document for the database. So let's click on add Google document. If you already have a demolition contract document available on your drive, click on existing document. Otherwise, you can go with an demo document. So if you click on existing document, it will allow you to choose a document from your drive, which you might already have. Okay, I do not have any such document available. So I will start with a demo document and it will create me a demo document, which will automatically be mapped with the properties of this particular form. Okay. So as you can see, it has added me this document with all the fields automatically mapped. Let me remove this part which I do not need. And you can see all the placeholders of the database that we have over here are automatically added inside this document. So we have parties involved, payment term, project information. All these fields are already a part of this database that you see over here. Okay. And they're already added into this document. So when the document will be converted to PDF file, all these placeholders inside double curly brackets will be replaced with the values from the database one by one. So let's say parties involved will be replicated over here and it will be converted to PDFs. Similarly, payment terms will be converted from the values that you see over here onto this particular section and it will be converted to PDF file. So likewise, we can go with all the properties. But if you want to manually add any property, let's say you want to add timeline and completion date, click on copy, go to your document anywhere where you want to add it, and simply use Ctrl V or Command V on your keyboard. This will allow you to paste the property onto the document. Likewise, if you want to add work scope and specifications, copy this and put it onto the document anywhere by pasting it. Okay. So you can use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl V or Command V. It will allow you to copy paste the property onto the document. In my case, all my properties are already mapped, so I do not need to map any more properties. The key thing is, if you go to the database on the right side, you will have this generate PDF column and a PDF file column. Any record which is set to ready to generate will automatically be generated as a PDF file right over here. So make sure you mark your records as ready to generate whatever you want to convert as PDF file. And besides this, what you want to also see is you want to define the PDF file name. Okay. So I have all the PDFs over here and I want to generate the PDF file by the project information. Okay. So I will select project information from this drop down so that all my files will be created as per the project information that we see over here. And finally, let's click on download PDF and it will start generating the PDF file. It will download the PDFs onto my downloads directory, as well as it will store the PDF right inside the database over here. Okay. So you can see the first file is already out by the name of project A, and the status has been marked as completed and the file is already created over here. Let me click on project A and we will be able to see that all the fields have automatically been mapped which were a part of the database and we had tagged earlier. Okay. Similarly, we already have project B created. Let's click on project B and you will be able to see the same changes in this document as well. All the fields have automatically been mapped. So we got 2 entries and 2 PDFs out of the entries where all the fields were automatically tagged and mapped, and both the files were created out of that. Okay. So now let us understand how we can automate this. So if you click on setup Notion automation, this will automate the process of PDF creation forever. This means you do not need to come back to PDF output and set up everything from start. All you need to do is whenever a user clicks on submit and a new response comes up over here, mark it as ready to generate and the PDF will directly be created over here. So this process makes it really easy and convenient to use, as you do not need to juggle between PDF output and the database to create PDF. All you need to do is whenever a new response comes up, simply click it ready to generate and the PDF will automatically be created over here. Okay. So this eliminates the need to use PDF output to set up everything from start and then create a PDF, as everything happens live inside the database, and thus every time a new record exists, simply turn it to ready to generate and the PDFs will automatically be stored over here. This makes it truly an automation system to use to, as it creates the PDFs forever 24/7 365 days right inside the database. I hope this demonstration was clear to you. If you still have any questions, use this chat bubble at the bottom of the screen. Send me a message with your queries on this. I'll be able to address it as soon as I receive the message. Or else you can go to the bottom of the home page in the PDF output, use the contact section and send me an email with whatever issues you are having. I'll be able to address the same as well. Even have a free demo session available which you can take advantage of. So if you click on free demo session, it will